For all the people. Hello, friends. Yes, for all you people who don't know about it, you need to go back in the old days of Gooey Cube's videos and see the one about the guilty gasser. Yes, that's right.
The guilty gasser.
Yes.
Who is the guilty gasser?
Camera Mandy, don't you remember the video that we did?
No, I do remember it. I remember that we shot it twice.
It was
the very first video that we ever did.
It was the guilty gasser. The thing is, Camera Mandy, Joe is here, by the way. Cut to Joe real quick.
Hold on, I gotta
say hi, Joe.
Hold on.
Hi.
Not yet.
Greetings
Joe.
and salutations.
There he is.
Greetings and salutations.
Where are you, Camera Mandy? How come you aren't on there?
I don't have a 3-shot yet, but I can create
Camera
one.
Mandy, we need a 3-shotter.
I can't. Hold on, just give me a minute and I'll create it.
If I were in the stream, I'd be asking what hat you're wearing right now.
Yes, Camera. Everyone wants to know.
Yeah, perfect.
But then you cut off poor Joe.
Yes,
that's okay. I want to see the hat.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got Joe today. We're going to talk about Joe in a minute, but first we have another thing to talk about, Camera Mandy.
Okay, I'm going to go away from Joe.
This is very important, Joe. I'm sorry about this, but yesterday
there was an incident.
A major controversy and incident here at Goo headquarters.
True.
Because, yes, we have a number of pups that come into Goo headquarters on a regular basis, right, Camera Mandy?
So currently we have 4 downstairs,
and
then sometimes there's 2 upstairs.
So I thought there was a third. Didn't
and Luna. So I have so people don't know this. I have a half dog. So my roommate and I, a half dog. It's like a custody situation.
Okay.
It's a hog.
Yeah. So my roommate and I got a dog together when we lived together. We lived together for like 5 years. Her name's Luna. And we have a custody situation where I have her half the time and she has her half the time. And we've kept that up for 7 years. Like, it's pretty impressive.
Is there a drawn up contract for this? Or?
No, we just, but we're best friends.
Yeah.
And I highly recommend that you do this with your best friend because it gives you a chance to see them twice a week.
It also gives you a break from the dog.
Well, Luna's not the kind of dog that you ever need a break from. She's like the single most perfect dog.
Yeah, I like little Luna. Okay, let's first of all, who are the 4 dogs downstairs?
So here are the 4 suspects.
Yeah, no, because there's more. Although we can't really include Bo nor Billy.
Because it was definitely a small dog poop.
And Bo and Billy are a little bigger. And what about Colt, though? Colt brings
There's no way that it was Jed. Jed's poops.
Jed's poops are enormous.
Yeah.
Yes. Joe, Jed is a chocolate Labrador.
Yes.
Yeah. So
enormous.
Just like poundage of poop.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we had an incident, Jessica. We didn't really tell everybody what the incident is, but I think they figured it out.
Yeah. So I walked into the studio to get it prepped for Joe coming in. And I was like, oh God, what is that smell? And we have a client who is who worked for a restoration, or owns a restoration company, I should say.
Yeah, so just to be clear, what that means with restoration is they even clean up crime scenes and terrible, horrible circumstances and funkage, right? So you talk about cleaning up poop. This is not your average ordinary clean up a pile.
Here's what you have to about the owner. The owner is the sharpest dresser. Like he's just
crispy,
put together fella that you've ever met. Like he's a fella. He's not just like some dude who owns like a restoration company. He is a fella. Okay. And he was in recording with me yesterday. And then he went up to talk with Alphinius or Kim, the marketing guy. And then I'm like in the studio trying to like figure out what the heck's going on. And they both come down the stairs. And I'm like,
and Mandy is like, I think something died in here.
I like seriously, I'm like, what is going on? And Ryan in his sharp suit starts getting on the floor, crawling around. He's like,
sniffing.
This is a protein scent.
It's not anything dead. This is poop.
I'm like, could it be the heater? And like, he is like full on in investigation. He is rolling his dice, No,
and the thing is, he's like, we couldn't find it. We looked. And we're like, we can't find it. There's no poop in here.
Yeah.
And he's crawling. Joe, cut to Joe real quick.
Okay.
And he's cutting around. So Joe, listen. So he's
listening.
Because you're in the studio. There's some room here, right? So down below, there's quite a bit of room. There's the table underneath there. There's my desk.
And there's lots of nooks and crannies.
And nooks and crannies. That's a Thomas's English muffin. That's a whole different thing, right? Okay. So Joe, so he's crawling around all over the place here.
In his suit.
And sniffing. And finally he stands up and he goes, right there.
Yeah.
There it is, right there. And it was like super blended into the carpet.
Perfect.
Did he ask you for a fee, a finder's fee?
No, finder's fee.
Exactly.
He rolled a 20 on his investigation.
Yes, exactly.
So then the controversy brewed up.
Yes.
Yes, because Cameramendi, let us lay out the scenario.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Typically, there are 4 pups downstairs. We've already eliminated the other 3 upstairs because of the massive poopage. This was like a little squirty poopage. It was about this big, Joe,
Okay.
but it was very runny.
Yeah.
Okay.
It had little bubbles in it.
Yeah.
Well, Joe,
Hey, for all of you new people
I know.
watching Goo Morning Zyathé, we've never been here
You
before.
forgot to describe color.
This is what we do.
Ken says, let's keep talking about dog poop.
All right, so we have eliminated the 3 upstairs suspects, right?
Okay.
So there are 4 dogs downstairs plus a half dog who wasn't here.
Yeah.
And
Now, my 2 dogs were not here yesterday.
Okay, let's be clear. So it was pretty fresh.
Yes.
This did not look like it had been overnight.
Yep. So,
So your 2 dogs, who are who?
Lady and Daisy.
Lady and Daisy, and the half dog
Great.
Luna,
Half dog Luna.
who's not here.
Yes.
None of them were here,
Yep.
which leaves only 1 doggy in the house.
Well, Scully, but there was also Doba, who
Who's
Oh.
wait? Who's Doba?
Doba's
Yeah.
Tanya's dog, who she started bringing in.
I didn't even know
No.
Tanya was bringing in Doba.
But Doba, I don't know that she would have. I
Oh,
don't know. She
this is like just a feeling,
She's very
Cameramendi.
attached to Tanya, and she sits like on Tanya's desk while they're like working together. We have a very interesting.
Is
office
Doba a
culture.
small dog,
So-
Yes,
Cameramendi?
Doba is a
Doba
small
does
dog.
not stray, is what you're trying to say here,
I mean,
right?
she could, but I'm not
Yeah.
sure that she did. And we do have this like gate that we put up on our side of the building.
Okay.
But I mean, okay,
But Carrie doesn't have a gate now because they moved to the new office.
I will say that
Okay.
Carrie's, I feel, is probably the most likely scenario, but I also don't want to throw her under the bus.
because it could have been Doba.
It could have been Doba, or it could have been an overnighter. We don't know.
It was not an overnighter. It was all
Okay.
slimy and ready. It was
I
like not
know.
even. It was no Cameramendi. When poop has sat overnight, you know it has sat overnight. This was freshy poo. Did we lose all of our viewers,
No, we've
Cameramendi?
actually gained
Because
viewers.
we could
I just
could
checked.
just take Joe out to breakfast.
Okay,
Hype
listen.
train will probably be incoming from
People
this.
tell us. Yeah. Okay,
Anyway, so the studio stunk to high heaven.
but it's not anymore.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Cleaned up.
because dear Carrie did come in and did clean it up. And I did come down when she was in mid-clean. And you know how when you're kind of nauseated,
Yes,
you
exactly.
get kind of pale in
And
the
Carrie's-
face.
Pregnant.
I know
She's
exactly.
pregnant.
To be clear,
You
I
had a
did
pregnant
offer
woman
to.
come in and clean?
I did offer. I said I will clean it up.
I was going to sick Devin on it because I had to leave. Okay, so I had to leave, but I was going to sick Devin on it,
Oh my
but
God.
Devin wasn't here. So then I realized my grandson Malone was in the office, but it was too late because I would have sicked Malone on cleaning it up.
I don't know that Malone would have done the
Well,
job.
he would have vomited.
See, do you realize there's going to be an adventure? There's going to be somebody that looks a lot like you that's going to meet an agonizing fate in poo, written by
Gooey
Yeah,
poo,
Gooey
Joe,
poo.
Gooey poo.
Yes, exactly. Not written by me, written by maybe the person that had to clean this up.
Yes, that's what we do this in the past show. Pooey Goo, wasn't that? That was
Ooh,
Pooey.
that's
Yeah.
our April Fool's.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was the April Fool's
Goo.
thing. Was Pooey Goo.
Okay.
All right.
We
So
spent
anyway,
10 minutes talking about poo.
and we gained viewers. So
Yeah.
it's telling me that there is a topic we must bring up on a regular basis now.
I mean, if there is a topic that we bring up on a regular basis, it is poo.
It's poo.
Yes, exactly.
So,
The
okay,
10 minutes of poo.
Listen, chat. I want the truth. Does it seem like we bring up poo a lot?
The
on
number
this
2
stream?
rule of attracting watchers is to talk about poo. Goo poopy morning. Okay. So anyway,
Anyway, welcome, friends. It is marvelous to have you here today. We have Marvelous Joe. We're going to talk about a whole lot of things that have been going on in the den. And with him, we're going to talk about this wonderful little adventure that we've been doing. We're going to hopefully show a couple of our community members. He was
yes.
one of our community members.
this was in
Yeah.
the chat just like 5, like we should have talked about this when it was in the chat, but we were talking about poo. So Chet Mitten, our Chet.
Our Chet.
I
I hope, is Chet in the chat?
think Chet is
Is
in the
Chet
chat.
chatting?
I think Chet is in the
Chatting
chat.
Chet?
Our Chet.
Our Chet.
I do think he's our Chet. Our Chet. He's the one who came up with fecal felons, by the way.
He did.
Okay. Is the Artist of the Year for
Woo!
Yes. Yes.
This is awesome.
So-
All of the chat, give a golf clap. Golf
Well
clap in the chat.
deserved.
Golf clap,
Yes.
golf clap. I think that we should give away a special Chet Minton shirt today in honor of this.
Oh.
Oh.
Hashtag Chet. But not yet!
Yeah, because I have to set up the
Not yet.
I have to
Don't
set up
anybody
the
put
thing.
in hashtag Chet.
yes. So yes, in honor of Chet, that's a great idea.
Yes.
So you can choose. We have the Mornwood, or we have the Geisengax, or we have a third one that's an Adventurers Guild one that hasn't gone live yet.
Hasn't gone live.
What?
Yeah.
A secret shirt?
I wish
Oh.
it was so good. It's so good. So anyway, congratulations, Chet. We love you, and that you're well deserved. Well deserved.
Indeed.
So-
Indeed.
Okay. We're
Now,
gonna-
of course, many people have called him a third-tier artist in the past, right, Chet? Wasn't that the great
Who?
controversy?
who told him that?
Yes.
Who said that?
Someone who has no taste. Clearly,
Oh my goodness.
it wasn't Joe.
It was not me. I told Chet he was not a third tier
Yes, it's
artist.
in fact many of us have
Yes.
reiterated that to
Yes.
him many times. Honestly, the win. I'm gonna tell you. Let's just stepping away from Alphinius for a moment. As a person who has worked, Gabi Kim, as a person who has worked with artists his whole career, many artists. There is a wonderful, whimsical thing that Chet brings to his art that is truly magnificent. It is gifted, it is talented, it is interesting, it is fun, it makes you smile, and there's all these little things you find in so many of his pieces. And Chet, truly, my friend, magnificent. Okay, that's enough, Kim. Let's get back to Alphinius. Yes, he's
Okay.
much better. He's much more fun guy. Yes. Miss Goo calls me fun guy all the time. She says, I don't even like mushrooms.
Mushrooms. Yes.
Okay. Next up, let's talk about.
Oh,
Harry's.
Joe, you can talk
Yeah.
about this one. Go ahead.
I love Harry's miniatures. I always love all the.
Hold on, Joe.
Wow.
Wait till you get cut to.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't have.
You
a-
can't put Joe in.
That's
the
okay.
Joe.
I can
Let's
put
talk about
Joe-
Harry. Let's talk about
All
Harry.
right, go,
I
Joe,
love this.
go. I'm gonna be
Okay.
quiet. You go.
Yeah, no, because I actually love every time Harry puts up a new one of these.
Indeed.
Just the whole structure of that, and then the painting. It's beautiful stuff. Yeah, Harry, keep doing that.
Indeed, Harry.
Yeah.
Indeed.
We love.
Yeah,
And plus, Harry has done many of the monsters
This
and
one's a
characters.
Darkenhaven. This one's
Yep.
from.
Yeah.
He's running a Darkenhaven campaign right now,
Yes.
which warms my heart because I feel like we produce so much stuff. It's really good to see it actually being played
Indeed.
and get the real time feedback for that.
Yes.
So,
I could not agree more, Captain
Yeah.
Mendy. Are you taking screenshots right now?
I am currently taking.
Because did you see all that, Joe? The
Yeah.
little thing goes all white
But
like
they,
that.
they
Yeah.
don't see that
Oh, yeah.
on the. They don't see that.
I know
on
they
the
don't see that
stream.
on the stream, yes, but it does look weird.
You
because-
wanted me to show community members of the week, so I'm trying to pull them really quick.
All
That's
right,
why I
let's-
can't put Joe in the bubble.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
fine.
So Heather always puts up these marvelous,
Yeah.
funny things. You've seen these, Joe.
Oh yes.
Yeah, she is so good.
Yeah.
And she finds wonderful, interesting things. And of course, here you have this marvelous group, right, sitting around having their things, and there's a Jello mold. Yes, there's a Jello mold, right? And it was made gelatin, right?
Yeah.
Made from.
Can I ask you a question?
Let's
on this?
go, bro. Go.
If you were DMing this, would you allow this to play out?
I would have to consider it.
Death by gelatin? Yeah.
I would have to consider it. I mean, it's very, very
Yes.
clever.
It is very clever.
Yes.
Yeah,
I might have to allow the animation of your Jello mold. Now, let's be truth though, because I am a fantastically realistic individual. There's not like sharp teeth in your Jello mold. It's like the big.
But it could smother you.
It could smother. Yes.
Jello.
Anyway, so the necromancer animates dead on the Jello mold because it's made from bones and skin in the gelatin, and so that's how we ended up with this. And it was very fun. It was very funny.
I love Heather's stuff.
I do too.
It was great.
I love it.
Again, it makes the den so
Yeah.
good.
Oh, this was beautiful. Yeah.
You saw this?
Oh
Joe?
yeah, I saw this one too. Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
So Brian has been making this.
I think it's beautiful.
Yes, and he shared with me some of the progress shots.
Yeah.
And I said, I think you got to put that in there because he's got, of course, the marvelous nod to the Tomb of Horrors there, right? He even put the old TSR logo on
Yep.
there.
I want to see the animation rolling down, the
yes.
die.
We can't. Yes, that's right, because he can drop both of those
Yeah,
dice
it's
towers,
beautiful.
obviously. Yeah, really, really good. Now I got dice. Now I got screen envy.
Tell us about this, Alphinius.
Well, So Ms. Goo and I, as you know, went to Scootsdale. So we went to Scootsdale, and while we were in Scootsdale for this conference that we were at, they were doing this thing called Canal Convergence. And Canal Convergence is a music and light show, and they do this thing at night, and they have all these interesting sculptures and artworks that all work with light and music. And this really amazing steampunky-like thing, this sculpture was there, and this thing has drums at the bottom of all of its feet.
Mhm.
And so, well, if you watch the video, I put a video up, a link to a video. This thing beats the drums.
That's really cool.
That is very cool.
It was really, really fun.
Okay. I'm going to start talking again because I pulled my community members.
Really?
So we're going to talk about next week. So,
Oh, yes.
Very exciting. The Princess Bride got voted by a lot, actually, into being our next Crit Flicks Club. So everyone, next week, watch Princess Bride over Thanksgiving, and then we'll talk about it. Hold on.
I would bet that half the chat doesn't need to watch Princess Bride to talk about
You know
it.
what? It's fun to refresh yourself on it, though.
I just read Carrie Elwes's book on this, the As You Wish book. It's very good.
Oh.
Yeah, it has all the little pieces. He talks about Andre. He brings in, the producers. Everybody else, contributed to that. It is very, very good.
Yeah, and Rob Reiner was obviously a very marvelous director, right? For quite a number of years, but they just, man, what a cast!
Absolutely,
and how they worked together.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just
and relatively, it's kind of difficult material in some ways too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You don't think about that because it flows so smoothly. But to put all that together is relatively difficult.
Yes.
Well, it's like this balance of adventure, comedy, and drama, and romance.
Yeah,
it's like the one of the greatest genre bending movies I think of our time.
Exactly, and where initially fails, actually, and I'm going to say this: initially fails because of the marketing. They don't know how to market it.
Yeah,
and if you listen to Carrie Elwes's book, you find out about that they don't know how to market this. Yeah, and then it succeeds. Thank goodness.
Well,
I'm so glad that we have you on the podcast this week. Like, this is great.
Well, the thing is, Joe, as you know, right?
Yeah.
Something that is that good, and it was that good.
Yeah,
it's hard to keep it down.
Yeah,
I mean, you can keep it down. That's kind of like our adventures. It's hard to keep them down.
Stacy says they're going to do, Moongate is doing a Princess Bride / Pirates of the Caribbean mashup game at Genghis Khan this year.
Ooh.
Has that sold out? I bet it has.
Way to go, Stacy.
Cool. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
I love that.
Hi, Stacy.
Yeah.
Okay. So next week we'll do Princess Bride. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I agree that maybe people don't need refreshers on it, but sometimes it's just fun to watch.
Actually, Ms. Goo and I are going to watch it because I haven't talked about it. I said, I think Princess Bride is going to win. And she goes, let's watch it.
Yeah.
I said, yes, let's do it.
Yes. I love it. Okay. Next up, this really cool, you have to go watch it, but it's like a dragon. I don't know how they made this massive dragon that sits over a house and it breathes fire. Or not fire, it breathes out smoke.
Smoke. It's some kind of
animatronic.
Animatronic thing. But I tell you, I mean, I've never seen it before. I have a feeling it's made the rounds, right? Oh, by the way, I think I might know why I'm being throttled.
Why?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, we're going down a conspiracy.
We
should have done bingo this week.
I have been getting messages from Facebook saying you need advanced protection on your account, and we have enabled it in a number of different places, but we want you to use a passkey.
Oh, okay.
Now, Joe, since you're here, you're kind of a technical guy.
Yeah, I don't get the passkey thing. And I know I shouldn't be asking you this.
It's your face. It's facial recognition.
My husband's in cybersecurity. But
here's the thing. Yeah. I know how to use it on my phone.
Yeah.
But I've never enabled it on my computer. Does it work on my computer? I've got a big screen that has a camera.
Yes.
I've got a little screen that has a camera, right? Will it work? No problem.
But no problem is the factor here, right? Not necessarily. So
I have a personal Facebook.
Yeah.
Me, Kim. Yes. I have not been able to log into it for 4 years because of the newest invention that I was supposed to use, told to do so by my tech team here, called the Google Authenticator.
Oh, Google Authenticator. Yeah. Absolutely.
Which I have now heard later is a debacle for many people, including yours truly, because the Google Authenticator updated. It didn't update the way it was. Anyway, so I do understand it was a problem. I don't know how much of a problem it was. It's certainly some of my fault for sure. But anyway, I can't get into my personal Facebook.
Wow.
I feel like I wrote an adventure about this.
It's yes. Anyway, so I think I'm being throttled because I'm not using the pass key, and they're worried about me influencing too many people and someone getting a hold of my account and then sending out things like, you should buy life insurance or something like that. Anyway, this is great. You should look at the video. It's like 10 seconds long, and it does a sweeping ride of these folks' front yard, and the dragon over the top, and all these shields.
I hope it's actually real. I watched a video the other day that I thought was so funny, or I watched it last night, and I was like, "Oh, this is so funny!" And then it had like an AI tag on it.
Yeah,
this doesn't feel AI to me.
Okay, I mean, but that one didn't either.
There's a person talking in the background. I mean, it could be.
No, that's what the AI one that I was watching did. They had it was like a cell phone video. And it was so funny. I showed Adam, and then I looked at the description. It said AI, and I'm like, "How is this AI?" It's like crazy to me. So yeah,
deceives your senses.
I'm
my gosh.
Saying. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is. I hope this isn't AI. I believe this is not AI.
That could have been sculpted.
What has science wrought? Yeah, that's hilarious.
I didn't see this.
Really?
Thank God.
That's why we do Good Morning Zyathé. Okay. We have a picture of the potentially guilty party here.
Yes, there it is. Scully with the guilty face.
Stacy was like, "I'm late, but I'm here," but she missed the entire poop rant.
Stacy, you missed the poop rant?
So...
You need to go back and watch it. It was pretty good. So anyway, there was poop in the studio, and this was
my goodness. Yeah.
This was the tale, right? This was the tale. And that is the likely guilty party.
Yeah, who's also apparently the CEO of our company, according to Lauren. So.
Yes. I have brought offerings.
Yeah.
We dropped digitals.
I'm very excited. So has my question for the chat, has anyone had a chance to look at the digitals of Probe and Loft?
I just know we had a huge number of downloads overnight.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I can't. So again, as we do, right? This is now in a box. So it got a little bigger, but
it's not this size box. It's a 1-inch box. This looks like a 2-inch box.
This is the mock-up. I don't know.
Yeah, no, the box is a 1-inch box.
I think this is a 1-inch box.
Yeah,
this is the mock-up. But anyway, it's really good.
Mm-hmm.
It's really, really good.
Excited.
Yep. We'll have to see if anybody in the chat's got a chance to look at them. The artwork is spectacular.
Ken says agreed, really good. So good. Ken's looked at it, of course. Thank you, Ken.
Yes, Ken gave it a serious look. Yes, he did.
So that's very exciting. Okay, I have pulled. Okay, community spotlight.
Jim, awesome. Yeah.
See, Joe didn't even know.
Yep.
I know. Okay, I'm gonna be better-ish. I don't want to make promises I can't keep.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Jim was our community spotlight, I believe, from 3 weeks ago. So Jim, thank you for all of your work. I talked about how he helped us proofread or proof check over all of our card games. He is an incredible game master.
Incredible.
Run a ton of stuff for us and at all the sorts of different conventions, and someone who's just wonderful to be around.
Magnificent.
I mean, Joe, because you get to spend a lot of time with our game masters since you're in the rooms with them.
I do, and you see this from a lot of the pictures that I take and go around. I feel kind of almost harassing him, like, let me take a picture with you.
I think they love it though, because they can get pictures of them too, like. Because you don't even just take selfies with them. You also take pictures at the table.
Oh, yeah.
And you're amazing with that. So.
And it really bugs me that we can't show Joe when he's talking.
I know. I'll work.
That's okay.
Yeah. We don't have guests in the studios that often.
Keith
was our person last week. I need to actually send this to Keith.
He probably doesn't even know.
I know. No one does.
Jim probably didn't even know.
The whole idea was people were supposed to go into the newsletter and then they could see what else was going on. But whatever. I don't know.
We can post them after the newsletter goes.
Okay, sounds good. David Stormer was from 4 weeks ago.
Another magnificent member.
Yes.
You've had 3 awesome ones in a row, cameraman.
Well, they're all awesome. That's the whole idea.
Well, and you're especially, jump back to Keith real quick. You're especially enamored with Keith because Keith is, of course, in this fan lit
RPG.
Oh, yeah.
Fan lit RPG thing.
Do you read any lit RPG?
Have you ever heard of The Wandering? No.
Yes, I have. I do know The Wandering. No.
So you mentioned it one time, and so I did listen through a good chunk of that on Audible.
There's
Dungeon Crawler Carl is what I'm doing more.
Yeah, that Wandering Inn has 15 million words.
It does. It really does.
Yeah. So it is like massive. But I think Dungeon Crawler Carl is the thing that has made it I have not listened to
Yeah.
Dungeon Crawler, just to be clear. But Lawrence is listening through it right now, and I do
Yeah.
think it's something that makes it more approachable
I
It's
agree. The thing that is, gone kind of mass media. with
I
it.
always thought
Yeah.
when I first heard about it that it was playing Dungeons and Dragons and smoking weed. That was, I mean, lit RPG, right?
That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this week,
Yes.
and he also probably doesn't even know.
I will. No, I'll figure it out.
I should call him right now.
No, let's not. We are at 10:30 and we haven't even started Joe's segment of the.
Yeah, but that's going to be at least a half an hour.
So yeah.
All right, I won't call him.
Okay. Okay, and I have one more thing that we have to talk about really quickly.
Hold on, jump back to Armando. We didn't give him his due right there.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, the due is in the description. Like I wrote about him. Here's what I wrote about Mondo because I have it right here. Or actually, I'm sorry. Lawrence wrote this one. Normally I do, but Lawrence, because I was trying to get the sales stuff up yesterday. Some people walk into a convention hall. Gabby Mondo Vega walks in like he's making a stage entrance, and somehow the whole room is better for it. Armando is one of the very few humans on this planet who can actually upstage Alphinius Goo. With the voice of an angel and the heart of a bard, he turned last year's Pacificon vendor hall into an impromptu Broadway stage, improvising an entire scene with Alphinius right there between the booths like it was the most natural thing in the world. When he's not stealing the show at cons, he's busy building them and performing in them. Executive producer for Conquest. I'm not going to read his whole resume.
He's done a lot.
Yeah. If you ever run into him and need anything, just tell him you're one of the Goo, and Armando will move heaven and earth and probably a few stage lights to take care of you.
Yes, he's magnificent too. Yes.
Yeah.
All three of the featured folks right there are wonderful,
Yes.
wonderful members of this community. Love them. Mwah! All right.
Okay.
Yes, FrostCon.
And now
Yes,
I will switch to myself for this one.
Yes,
since you
very
know.
good, cameraman.
Okay, so FrostCon, this is being run by our friend Joe. I'm really sorry, not
Yes.
this Joe.
The other Joe.
Joe
The other Joe. Yes.
Who was on our show about a month and a half ago.
Mhm.
Anyway, this is an online convention. Pam has put together a schedule of games, Gooey games that are going to be run. Our friend Amber is going to be doing panels during it.
Amber is magnificent. It's going to be a lot
Yes.
of fun. So is Pam. Wonderful, both of them.
So you get 3 days of gaming. It's a $40 badge. You get 3 days of gaming with that, online gaming. And then on top of that, you get a really wonderful PDF of a ton of different adventures. We are putting Shades of Loss in there. So already you get your value just in the swag bag. that
Oh
we're
yeah,
putting
no
together.
question.
Yeah,
completely.
Yeah. So this is going to be something really fun. And we really want to support people like Joe who are really trying to bring a community together with online gaming. So
Indeed.
yeah. So sign up.
Check it out.
Yeah. FrostCon, virtual FrostCon, all over Facebook.
FrostCon.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Uh-uh.
Okay. And then we have one more thing that we have to go through, and then we're gonna talk all about Joe. Which is
Behind me, the map that we're giving away. Don't forget that. We're doing another one of
that
those
too.
today. Yes.
But really quickly, I just want to talk about
You can cut to Joe. He can hold it up.
well, that's not what we're doing.
But you can just cut to Joe real quick and he
Okay.
can hold it up.
Hold
We're
on.
not doing the map giveaway yet, but I just want to make sure everybody gets. So it feels good, huh, Joe, on that 6 mil plastic?
It does.
Yes.
Wow, this has weight to it.
Yeah.
Destia.
Yes.
Yeah.
I still remember making that map, and I told the map maker, whose name was Edvard at the time. It was one of the first maps we ever
He's
did.
still named
Yeah.
Edward. Just
He's
to
still
be clear.
named, he's still
And
named
he's still
Edvard at
making
the time.
maps
He
for
still
us.
makes maps for us.
Yes.
He would say, I would say, put this there. And he goes, what is that? I said, it doesn't matter. We'll figure it out later. But it's beautiful, yes?
Yeah, it's beautiful. And isn't that kind of how you often create anyway, a world?
That's true. Yes,
Yeah,
because
I
you
mean-
can't do everything. Like
No.
the Infernic Caldera,
Yeah.
which is down there at the bottom of, how am I going to do this? Right. Okay. I'm going to have to do this, Joe. It's the only way I can do
What
it.
has happened here?
The Infernic
What if we just?
Caldera.
Here.
But
No,
there you go.
I got this.
Okay.
I got to go in reverse.
Yeah.
Mirror right there.
Yeah.
The Infernic Caldera. So I told him to put that down there. And then that became a very, very important feature in Valandia and all
Yeah.
the stuff that's going on
Yeah.
down there in that area. Wonderful. All right, cameraman D.
Okay.
We're going to give that away too today. So we're giving away a Chet Minton shirt.
No, that goes. We're
No, sorry, we're getting an
entries,
entry today.
and then we're doing the
Yeah.
giveaway next week.
Yes, and we're giving away a Chet Minton shirt today.
Yes. So stay tuned for all the fun stuff.
Yes.
Okay, so this is really quick. I can't zoom in on this, so I'm just going to show it. This is our newsletter. So you guys have not.
Oh, the poop incident.
Yeah.
it was first building. Yes, we are very focused on poop around here.
But I just want to be, I know most people who are watching the show have actually backed our Guys and Gags Kickstarter, so I'm not going to harp on this too much. But in here, we are in the last stages of pre-orders for Guys and Gags. Everything's getting printed and getting shipped, and then we're going to start sending stuff out. And so all these prices are going to get jacked up once we actually have the product in our office. So if you have not backed yet, these are the packages that we have. We have the Two Guys and Gags Adventure for $70, the Environs of Guys and Gags campaign setting for $160, and then the stretch goal package. This is the thing that is like the most insane. And if you have not gotten this, you should definitely get this.
The value, because Crovenloft alone is magnificent.
And it's now in a box. So yeah, you get Crovenloft, the Ghost Stone, A Trouble with Rats. So you get 3 adventures with it, plus just a ton of our supplements.
Yeah, Confuddling Concoctions,
Yeah.
right? The Cyclopedia Corruptica supplement, the beginning of the book. So I'm pretty excited about it all. There's the Inferior in there. I mean, it's good. It's really good.
Yeah, so I'll post this actual thing so people can actually read it. It'll be bigger, and we'll post that in the den. And then
An excellent gift for the holidays for
Mhm.
someone on your list who likes TTRPGs.
I have not looked at the chat, by the way, for like the last 5 minutes because we've been doing a bunch of stuff. So just know that
Cameraman
if
Dave.
there's something crazy going on in the chat, I have no
Listen,
idea.
if there's something you need, if the chat needs to put something up there, Camera Mandy missed it, just put it back up.
Yeah. Make sure to highlight any questions.
I think
or
maybe we
comments.
need a chat monitor.
Adam kind of does it.
Is Adam
Yeah.
watching right now?
I don't know if he is.
There's Joe.
Because we're going to talk about Joe.
So, Camera Mandy, what are we going to talk about Joe?
Joe
about?
sent me a wonderful biography yesterday. Let me pull it up. Okay, but first off, here's the thing that we all have to understand about Joe is
You
he
didn't
is.
show any of his stuff from the den.
Oh, I have it. That's the thing is I
That's
did.
okay.
I have it ready to go.
Okay, as long as it's ready to
It's
go.
ready to go when we're
All right,
ready
keep
to do
going.
it.
You had to do his bio.
But first, we're gonna talk about Joe. Okay, so I'm gonna make Joe embarrassed here. So Joe, like I was telling him before, he is one of our very top game masters. He is someone who can take any module and give a really great experience with it. He's great at adapting stuff on the fly for his table. He's someone who really thinks through. He's a critical thinker, so he really thinks through what is going to be the best case scenario for the players at his table. And that's the things that makes him one of our very top tiered game masters. Sorry if I'm making you uncomfortable, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we were so lucky to have Joe here. He is
Indeed.
joined our lore master team. So he is now one of the people who is going to be adapting our modules for gameplay at the conventions. So what we're going to be doing after we finish Goo Morning, Zyathé is we're going to be shooting a video where he gives a tutorial on how to run the Dungeon of Dunix, which is a 16-hour module. 4 hours. Yeah. So he's condensed the module down and we'll be shooting a video for that. So this is his Gooey Cube biography. But as I discovered yesterday, because he sent me a wonderful email, Joe has written 13 modules for
13.
D&D Adventurers League. Did anyone know this? I had no idea.
13.
Yeah. And he's working on Shadow Dark Adventures. Joe's also been converting some of our stuff for Shadow Dark. So we'll be running Shadow Dark stuff at both Genghis and GaryCon, I believe. Is that right? At Genghis too? Or is that 5e at Genghis?
Yeah, I'm going to still do 5e. I can run Shadow Dark if people want it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a little bit more of a conversion. I did that because my home group was like, we want to do Shadow Dark. It's like 1e. We love this. And we want to die, I guess. I don't know. So yeah.
That's what I remember.
So yeah, so I converted a bunch of stuff, and it's very much like 1e, you're all going to die.
I love that. So you said you wrote a couple of modules for the San Diego Comic-Con
I did.
that have silver ratings.
Those have silver ratings, yeah, on DM's Guild. So
Wow.
yes.
That's
Yeah.
pretty darn good.
Yeah.
So
Surprised that people are still playing them. So anyway, yeah.
I do map work and campaign cartographer or dungeon alchemist. I mean, you sent me so many interesting facts, Joe. So tell us a little bit. Okay, let's start from the beginning. How did you get into it? How did you get into all this?
Into Dungeons and Dragons or
Yeah.
or life in general.
Well, we all know how we all started.
Yeah, exactly.
So we'll start at the beginning because this is a really strange story. The person that cut my umbilical cord his son was actually the one that got me to make my first D&D character. I'm not kidding when I say that. So we'll start at the very beginning.
Okay.
Yeah, that's weird, right?
Yeah.
That's the strangest thing.
No, it's not. I mean,
Yeah.
well, I guess it is. Okay.
Yeah, and so that was in the
Fate.
blue, yes, the
You
blue.
were in the hands of fate from the beginning.
I guess, and even weirder was that, they moved to the same city that my parents moved to. How is that possible? We actually all moved states. Anyway.
That is really weird.
Yes, it's just
I gotta say, that is kind
weird.
of a bizarre coincidence.
Weird destiny. I don't know. So
Your
yeah.
parents moved here and we moved here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we were
Don't
friends.
say yeah, but.
Okay, this is the difference between like someone who's like a medical doctor.
Yes.
Like, were you guys friends? Like, were you guys like family friends?
I was
Yes, we
about
were
to
family
say,
friends.
I think
Okay, in that case,
I
then
think
that's
it's
not so
likely
weird.
they were friends when they cut the umbilical cord.
Yes.
Well, I don't know.
Yes.
I didn't know.
Yeah, and it's just this weird, bizarre, and so I started in the 1E days, and and then I had a very wonderful elementary school. It actually still exists. It's a school called Rivendell. It's in Fort Collins.
What a name for a school!
Yes, started in
Rivendell?
Rivendell. It is really called Rivendell. It's still there. Yes.
I want to go to Rivendell.
Yes,
Okay.
I loved going to Rivendell. It was wonderful.
You were fated for this.
Yes, exactly. I mean, we actually could read fantasy stuff.
Yeah.
That was wonderful. Yeah. And so Dungeons and Dragons, I mean, I could bring my Dungeons and Dragons books there. Nobody would grab it and burn it. So I played D&D for a very long time and then went off to grad school and then quit for a while and then restarted right before the pandemic and got, thrust into online, pandemic D&D again. And I was like, I still love this stuff. This is a blast.
The COVID renaissance was really a thing for D&D.
It really was.
So,
Yes. Yeah.
Well, when you think about it, right? Many people, it was not just online. It was also, but people wanted to get together with their friends and they couldn't,
Mhm.
right?
Right.
Everybody's locked in their homes.
Right.
And when you're in your homes, you're going to get a little bored of television over time. Although television, I don't know if you know this, Joe, because we're in the marketing business, television viewership went through the roof in COVID. It was,
I believe
crazy, right?
I actually know it because my streaming bill went up because everybody else was streaming so much stuff in the house. Yeah, it's just
looking at the boob tube went through the roof in COVID, and it also, of course, gave tremendous boosts to things like streaming, right, and online gaming and other things like that. But it also, lots of people played lots of board games and lots of our wonderful TTRPGs, right? And it was great. I mean, in that regard, it was great. Obviously, it was a terrible tragedy, but it was wonderful for many, many families, brought them together, things like that. So anyway, keep going.
Well, that's one bright
Yeah,
side.
and kind of
Listen, cameraman, there's always a bright side on all terrible things. It's
Okay.
just a sick, sad, terrible thing that is truth. But we're not going to go off on that tangent.
Yeah.
Continue on. Joe.
Kind of hitting one of the things you just said too. During the pandemic, I met a lot of wonderful people online, and so I have kind of plotted out where they are in the U.S. And then when I go to some place, Texas, I did a tour of like Arkansas, Missouri, and Kansas. I have actually gone and visited those people that I've never met in person, and it's always kind of awkward initially because they're like, I know we met online, but you want to come out and see me for lunch? And I'm like, yes. And I promise I am not stalking you. It's just that I like to meet people in person. I do prefer if I can to, DM in person, but yeah. And it's kind of one of those connection kind of things.
Well, I met people all over the world, Joe.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
when we went to Europe this last couple of years ago, you all know we saw Marvelous James, who's a wonderful member of our Gooey Den. We saw wonderful Ben Simon, who's another wonderful member of our Gooey Den, and is Starn is one of his character in our world, and Tyrone Krieger in Holland. We saw him there, and when we go back, we really want to see Yves and Erwan in France. So it is. TTRPGs brings a lot of people together. It's just, you got to get over the creepy factor that you're not thinking, you're not creeper.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that we're more connected. I mean, I met my best friend online.
You did?
So, I
cameraman, you got to show yourself.
I'm in the middle of creating something here.
Oh,
okay.
So, yeah. So, no, I think
so we have to vamp for
I don't
time?
think it's as weird. No, you guys can keep talking. I don't think I'm just saying, I don't think it's as weird anymore as it used to be. Like, there used to be a lot more of a stigma, I think, involved with meeting. But we also have things now like people can just track your cell phone. So if you go meet someone in person, you just put your little tracker on and
Ugh.
There's safer ways to do things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, this is the woman in me.
No, and you're
Yeah.
absolutely right.
Yeah.
Because sorry, that's in my
The world
line of,
is
my line of work.
wonderful.
I actually have to deal with things like that.
What
Believe
is
it or
your
not.
line of work, Joe?
I do information security. I've been doing it for about 25
Yes.
years now.
He brought
Yes.
Adam.
He's a semi-spook, like Adam. Adam
Yeah.
is also a semi-spook.
He brought Adam a
From
little.
DEF CON.
Yeah, it's called Backdoors and Breaches.
Breaches, yeah.
So yeah, it's awesome.
But there's a whole fun
If
aspect
you
of
go
all
to
this too.
listen, hold on, Joe.
Yeah, I went to DEF
If you
CON.
go to DEF CON,
Yes.
you are definitely a semi-spook. Let's be clear about that.
Yeah, and
Semi-spook.
yeah, and you're right. And I actually ran Malwares and Monsters adventure there. Yeah, it was kind of crazy. They're like, wow, we've got this thing that's kind of like Pokemon and D&D, and I'm like, no problem. And I just got in there and ran an hour-long adventure for them. So it was a lot of fun.
Monsters. That's good, but it's
Yeah.
not as good as Delvers and Drake Slayers.
It's not.
Well done, AJ.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
All right,
Yeah.
so Joe, so you pandemic's going on.
Yep.
Right? You start meeting people.
Yep.
Keep going.
Yep. And also in the middle of all this, I started writing a bunch of stuff, which is the 13 modules. Yeah. So that was when Wizards put out their community content, program. And I was like, I have always wanted to write a module. And and I pumped out one of the really early ones, the first 20 that went out. I have one of those that's out there. And I just stuck it out there because I enjoyed doing that, and I admit I put it up for free. I put a lot of stuff up for free because I was just enjoying writing these. And it just kind of kept going. And the surprising thing, I didn't advertise anything else. I started playing them and I was like, this is crazy. And, somebody'd be like, somebody's playing in Singapore here, or somebody's streaming it over here. I was like, what? Why would anybody, and so anyway,
Awesome.
yeah. And over time, every once in a while, my module would appear at a convention or something like that. And I'd try to sneak into it. And often I would, and I'd be like, okay, I'm not going to metagame. And the thing I loved was some of the stuff that people would do is that they'd take these modules and they would just, they'd be like, okay, I threw out this and I did this and I put in this and I changed it this way. And I'm like, I love this. I hadn't thought about doing it that way. You love it when people like take whatever you had and then recreate it for their own.
I tell you, Joe.
Yeah.
This is the crux of the whole thing, as you know better than many, right? At Gooey Cube.
Yeah.
People ask, well, this has come up in the module. What should I do? I said, do whatever you want.
Yeah.
It's okay because you can retcon virtually anything, right? You can retcon virtually anything, and you don't have to do it even with the player's knowledge.
Right.
Only you need to know that you're retconning something. But that gives them, see, what's so wonderful about doing that, playing with that kind of a philosophy, is it really allows the players to have so much more impact on the game, their backstories and their player characters to have so much more impact on the game, because you're not trying to necessarily, even though I would say Gooey Cube adventures are pretty scripty, right? I think they're pretty scripty. They're not super scripty, but they're pretty scripty.
Yeah.
But the game masters, in fact, honestly, most published modules are scripty. That's just the truth. And especially because you're walking down corridors, right? There's only certain areas you can go. But anyway, my point is to give them the freedom, the game master, the freedom, and your players the freedom to adjust the trajectory of the tales, right?
And again, that's again what I believe sets Joe apart from a lot of other game masters, is that he's willing to have he feels the empowerment, I should say, to make the changes necessary at the table.
And it immerses, the players in that story. And have you ever heard that term? I think it's Jacquesian, from Janelle.
Yes.
Yeah. And, I've thought about that a lot in terms of modules since then, and writing those and actually giving the players more options. And this is really hard to do, especially if you're going to do a 2-hour or a 4-hour adventure. So you're sitting there thinking through, how can I give these players a bunch of options on where they go and what they can do, so they have more agency. The other one too, and I got to thank Andy Grover. Andy Grover posted out that he'd gotten proactive role playing. That book has also influenced a lot of what I've been doing lately. The last module that I put out in May, which was a tier 4, I was like, okay, how can I do a tier 4 where I don't nerf all the spells? And then how can I get the players really involved in the storyline? And so I said, okay, you guys choose from these backgrounds and these other pieces, these hooks are going to pull you into the story because they're going to be part of this story somewhere. And that helped a lot. So that's what's been influencing me more than anything else right now, is proactive role playing. And then also
tell a little bit about it. Who wrote it?
Yeah. Oh gosh, I'm forgetting the name.
Mandy's got this.
I'll
Yeah.
Google it.
You
Yeah,
start talking
exactly.
about it while she does this.
Yeah.
So talk about proactive role play.
Yeah.
By the way, Andy, if you're here, hello, my friend.
Yeah, exactly. And it's bad that it's escaping me right now. But
Bro,
it's
Joe.
yeah. Yes.
I completely relate.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. And
Camera who?
By Jonah Fishel and Tristan Fishel.
perfect. Thank
Right.
you. Yeah. And it's really more asking a little bit more for the players to give a bit more agency and background in their characters. That's it. That's exactly it.
It's only $8.20
Yeah.
for a
And
paperback. Wow, that's nice. Huh.
it tends to work a lot better in campaigns than it's going to do
Of
in a
course.
4-hour kind of story. But the piece around it is that the characters will actually be giving you kind of plot hints and things like that. For example, in that online Facebook thing that I'm doing,
Which we'll talk about in just a second.
there's a part where Christy says, "I'm going to bring my slingshot because I'm worried about rats." Okay, I'll tell you, I had already planned on having rats in the story, but I was like, "This is perfect." My player has told me I'm expecting something like this in here. And now I'm giving the player some agency that that's going to happen. Right. And they're going to be like, I saw it, and it's actually that one where I said, Christy was right. Because
There were rats.
yeah, there were rats, and the rats were planned beforehand, by the way. But I thought that was perfect. That's a way that the player's indicating, hey, I want to be doing this somewhat with this story. And that gives them some agency.
Mhm.
So
So,
yeah.
Go ahead,
I was going to say, let's talk about what you've done. Okay, so you
Whoa,
started.
Joe is actually in the other. That's amazing, Mandy.
What is?
You've progressed. Joe is now up in the corner on the left.
Yeah,
I
it's
did that.
perfect.
I did that
Wow.
a while ago. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm sorry. I'm trying to get back to. You have posted so much, Joe, for this one. Wow. Okay. You're on like 30 posts here. Okay. Well, we started with this one, I believe. I think these were the first two. Was this one right? This was the first.
Yeah. So one, I think,
Yeah, the
Then there
first
was
right
one was a
before
poll.
that. Yeah, there's right before that. Yeah, but that's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, there you
this
go.
one. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
there's the first.
Yeah, and that goes back to that kind of Jaquasian piece where there's multiple entries into a smaller space. So giving a little more agency on where you can go in.
Yeah, can I
Yeah.
interrupt for just one second?
Yeah.
So this is important, right?
Yeah.
Because I am sort of in between the let the players do everything they want to person and the script the heck out of them and don't let them do anything.
Right.
Which honestly, I believe both lead to not always that great of games.
Yeah, they're not good outcomes.
right.
Yeah.
Because I do believe that most players, not all players, but most players actually want to experience mystery. They
Mhm.
want to experience discovery. They don't want to always tell you what they discover. They don't want to always tell you what their mystery is themselves, right? And because that's anytime we read something, or it's the finding out of what is going to happen that is the fun of that stuff. So I am definitely give the players an opportunity to influence, but I'm also sometimes that influence is not going to work out.
Right.
Bring
Right.
your slingshot, Christy. Oh, sorry, there are massive salamanders that burn up your slingshot when you
Exactly.
try to shoot at them. But anyway, so I'm sort of both of those things. But I really completely agree that giving players more room to move and giving them more options, and especially giving them the opportunity to input with their, it's such a wonderful thing to have a player give you a backstory and you kind of ignore some of it for a while on purpose.
Mhm.
Right?
Right.
And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, a person from their backstory shows up in this place and they're like,
Precisely.
oh my God, that's the evil dude who killed my parents.
Exactly.
Well, everybody has that background.
Yeah. Or that was
Six players
Yeah.
in the
Or-
six players also.
exactly. Or that was the bully that yeah, exactly.
And that is
Yeah.
what I think brings so much more fun to a player's experience. So anyway, yes. So you started us
Yeah.
here.
Yep.
We're
Right.
not going to go through the whole adventure.
I know,
because there's
no.
no possible way. But yeah.
Yeah.
So this is where we started.
Yeah.
And I just jumped in there.
And then
Yes.
here's what's though interesting about what Joe does. So it's like a choose your own adventure. However, we don't have character sheets, and we don't even know before we start what our character. Or I don't even have a
I
character.
know I had burning hands
My-
twice.
Yes. Yeah. You've done burning hands.
My character is like attached to Alan's character.
I did not throw fireball at you. I want you
No.
to know that.
No, and
I
that,
kept
that
it
was
lower
good.
level.
Yeah, because I'm assuming this was, for about third level because that's usually our Gooey
Junior
Cube level. Yeah,
Alphinius.
yeah, because I mean these are teens, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so
Do I even have a beard?
and I didn't put up a character for you. You know, I've been kind of
It's
good about
fine.
that. I've thought about it. Yeah.
No, I think what you've done is made it
Yeah.
manageable. Like
Yeah.
you make it like put it in manageable chunks, and then you like the audience gets input in both the comments and the polls that you post. And yeah, no, I think it's a very
One of my
Yeah.
big surprises is that nobody has asked for the characters and NPCs to be killed off. I loved I loved it was right
Somebody
here with
kill
Rob.
Alphinius.
Rob says, you know, the eggs have been planted. I love that. It might still happen. So
oh, we just don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Rob
That's
has made a
hilarious.
few very funny comments of late.
Yeah.
He's been making me chuckle.
No, this I mean really, and like the fact that you so you're working through all this. None of the I mean, you can have stuff planned, but at the end of the day, it's kind of whatever people are doing.
no.
And then our party has been split, so now you're working with two different
Mm-hmm.
segments of people. And no,
I want to be clear. I did give that medallion to.
Yep, I saw that.
okay.
Just haven't been able to respond yet.
you've just been tracking. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I love that you do the handouts. Like,
Yep.
I mean, really, this is quite extraordinary. And this isn't the first one that you've done before. How many you've done?
This
one
is
or two
this is
before?
number 3.
Number 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am worried about something, Cameraman. I don't
What's
know
that?
if you noticed this, but I believe my hit points are down to about 40%, right? Something like
So,
that.
yeah, I think you're 65, but yes.
65%.
Well, I got to put you have to
I
have a
got
little
smacked by
yeah,
the
you got to have a
tree.
little skin in the game. I mean, literally.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you
Skin
do.
on the tree.
Skin on the
game.
tree,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's
Okay.
it's just a flesh wound.
Yeah, otherwise, yeah. Would you take the, you know,
We're gonna do
Mandy, we
hashtag-
better do
Yeah.
Monty Python.
Yeah, do that,
Holy
do the
Grail
hashtag.
one of these days.
Hashtag Chet. We're gonna start with our
Hashtag Chet.
because we're in the last in
Yes.
the last 10 minutes here. So hashtag
We
Chet
love
will get you
Hashtag
entered.
Chet will get you entered to win
Yeah.
one of those marvelous, magnificent Chet Minton T-shirts.
Yes.
Are we
So
doing the new one or are we doing one of the old
they can
ones?
choose which one they want.
Oh, you get a choice.
Yes. So
Chet, you can't win. Yes, you
You-
can.
you can win,
Of course
Chet.
you can win, Chet.
but if Chet wins, we'll pull a second.
Yeah.
So
Joe's pissed right now. He can't put in hashtag Chet.
Yeah, exactly. I love Chet Mitten shirts. I went to Gary Con to get the Chet Mitten shirt.
I love
Yeah,
that.
that's what this is another exciting thing. So Chet can't come to Genghis. I'm sad about that because he's but this might be the
Oh,
last
man.
year that he doesn't come to Genghis. He might come next year. So
Okay.
you know, I've had
Yeah.
little messages back and forth. But I'm looking forward to seeing him and a bunch of other wonderful friends at Gary Con, of course. And we'll see what happens there. All right, hashtag Chet. What else, cameraman?
Oh, I mean, we're just gonna keep talking about Joe.
Oh, I thought there was something else you wanted to do.
Well, we're have to do hashtag map after we do hashtag Chet.
Okay, so first we're doing it. Don't do hashtag map yet. Just hashtag. Stay with hashtag Chet.
It doesn't matter. We could do hash.
What about your shirt? You got a shirt on, Joe. Let's see that real quick.
Oh, yeah, this one.
Yeah.
So I think this is the first time I've actually worn this shirt.
Yeah.
The reason why is because it scares people. So when I came here, I was like, okay, I'm going to stop by Sprouts. It's a long drive, and I'm going to stop by Sprouts. I walk in, and there's all these people kind of, I'm like, yeah. I love this shirt
It's a
though
cool-
because
It is our
Oculus,
creepiest. It is
yeah.
our creepiest shirt.
It's a
right?
creepy shirt. I love it. Yeah.
So again, you know this better than most because you've kind of been messing around with it. But I've said it more than a few times before. Is that what I love about the GenZicon modules is all of the stuff, the homage to Peter and Gen Con and all of that stuff,
Mhm.
but also the fact that we bring forth the origin story of the Oculix,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
The Thule make their first appearance
Yep.
ever in
Yep.
any of our adventures. I mean, it was really, really breakthrough. And still, it's getting hard for me because I start, like GenZicon is really magnificent, but so is this Crovenloft. But if you go back and Blood for the Con is so good.
I love Blood for the Con. That's one of my favorite
really
ones to
good.
run.
Commander Arnold
Yeah.
and Lady
Yeah.
Arnold.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't know if they're watching today. I bet they're not. Donnie, so there's a secret con going on that is up at Jeff Richards.
Oh,
and
yeah.
a few friends in for a secret con. It's not so secret. It's that people know. But I was going to go.
No.
But of course, as you know, cameraman, today is Ms. Goo's birthday.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go buy some flowers after I leave today and go home and bring her some flowers. And then tonight we're going to take her out with Colt and Kate. And then tomorrow we're going to Kimmy and Tyler. We're going to take her out.
Fine.
But we're celebrating it on Thanks After Giving. You know about Thanks After Giving, Joe? Have I told you this?
I don't know this one.
Okay, so
We are so off the topic.
we have 3 kids. It's okay. We have 3 kids.
Uh-huh.
We have 3 kids.
Yes.
And so they all want to go to the different families for Thanksgiving, right? So we just decided we do Thanksgiving on Friday. That's what we call thanks after giving. That was our strategy. It worked out great. All right, enough about that crap.
Okay,
we
yeah,
don't
let's go
talk about Joe.
let's go back to our very interesting guest here. Okay.
So, what was the question you wanted to ask, or do you want me to ask the question?
I was going to ask the
Go.
question. Okay, what a piece of advice would you give to both people running at home and running at conventions that would be very helpful for a newer GM to help engage their table? And so I want two pieces of advice, one for home because it's different when you're playing at a convention.
Yeah.
So one for at home and one for at the convention.
Big question.
Wow, that is an excellent question. Yeah, I've actually never even thought about that one, but I'm going to come with an answer. Yeah, at home, it is a little easier because usually you know who you're playing with. And you usually can kind of read the table and you know the different personalities. So you know that if you have that one friend that, and we all have them, that dominates the entire table and you have to have that conversation. But really begin asking them what they want to see in this campaign and get that backstory. And that's really that proactive role-playing one. Conventions are a little tougher. Because when you're running a 4-hour game, you have to read the table and you have to actually get an idea of what the play styles of the different players are. And one of the things that I will do is I will look around and get an idea if one person's dominating that, and then try to bring the focus back to the community. Because if you have a player that dominates the entire table, I mean, that can ruin it for everybody. And it really can. And so I watch that very, very carefully at my tables.
Joe, I completely agree with you. And honestly, the evolution of declarations at our table really stemmed out from table dominators, and typically not necessarily always. So in the old days, right, there was not so much. I mean, it was much more a Wild West when you go to a convention. There weren't so many pre-programmed games. There were just lots of tables set up and people sit down and play. But I played a couple local game stores, and you would get those people at the table, and you'd get them right off the bat, and you didn't know, right?
That's right.
And so declarations make it easy.
Yeah.
Roll initiative. What are you doing? Roll initiative. What are you doing? Roll initiative. What are you doing? And that gives you an opportunity when someone who isn't doing so much, to give them an opportunity to do a little bit more by giving them more latitude with their declaration versus the table dominator. You move over to the table? Okay, I'll get back to you in a moment.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And one of the things that I've wanted to do is post into the den to say, does anyone have like a little code of conduct that they start off with? Because most of us do. We'll say things like, hey, keep your cell phones, put away if you can. I know there's emergencies, and you kind of have that kind of declaration where you say, X cards, Y cards, pieces like that. And I've wondered if we have, as DMs, do we have, kind of a template?
Oh, that's a good idea.
I only speak it, right?
Yeah. I do
give
too.
A few rules, and I just say, listen, be engaged.
Yeah.
Be respectful of the rest of the table. Please don't say things that might be harmful, hurtful, or offensive.
Exactly.
And let's have a great time.
And you actually say one other thing too, the rule of cool. You do actually bring this up, and I love that piece. Because it says a lot about how your table is, which is saying, I'm going to be more flexible with you if you do something that is, well, within reason, not like, oh, I just pulled out, this nuclear grenade and just threw it. And you're like, huh? Yeah, I mean, it's, if you can do something that fits within the rules and it seems pretty cool, you're probably going to go with it.
And honestly, that was the evolution of the Gooey rewards and the fate card, right? And the hero card was really to give the players an opportunity to do that without it getting out of hand, because some players abuse the rule of cool, right? They do, right?
Yeah.
And that doesn't make it as fun either, right? Because that doesn't make for epic moments. Now all of a sudden you're having epic moments all the time, and that makes epic moments no longer special, right?
Right.
It's just mundanity. So, all right, I got what?
Everyone, if you have not, #map.
Hashtag map.
If you have not already done it, I have pulled the winner.
We have the winner for the Chet shirt.
Yes. Now, it is imposing sushi, and I'm looking at the picture, and that to me looks like sushi. It looks like Jim cooked me. But tell me, imposing sushi.
Who the heck is? See, this is a problem.
I'm looking at the picture.
know
it
exactly.
Looks like Jim. I feel like it is Jim.
Imposing sushi has to tell you who they are.
I know if I'm wrong, I'm going to be like, wow, we have two people who look like Jim.
Listen, here's the deal. All these handles, there's different handles. Even people have handles in Facebook. They have handles on the Discord.
Yes, it is Jim.
Jim!
Yeah! Awesome.
So not only did he get a shout out today,
he got imposed.
Jim, if you did not know, you were Community Member of the Week 3 weeks ago.
Jim, were you on? Did you even know that we put that
I
up?
know, 'cause-
No, of course he doesn't know, cameraman, because we don't announce the community member of the week except in the newsletter.
So, Jim, go back 3 weeks and read your little description, or
Yes,
I'll email it over to you.
they said a lot of nice things about you, Jim. They just didn't want you to know, or anyone else.
Anyway, Jim, I will email you on Monday, and we will get you a shirt, and it'll be fabulous. So, thank you so much. Let us wrap up.
Yeah, because we got to do a
Yeah.
little
And then you
Dungeon
gotta
Master
get home
thing
to
here.
Miss Goo.
Joe, any last words for the Gooey peoples?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love the creativity that comes out of the den. I really do. It's amazing stuff.
It's
Yeah.
so great.
Yeah, it's a joy. I come back from work, and yeah, that's one of the reasons why I pumped out all those posts, because I was like, this is a blast. Yeah.
Well, and I would encourage folks, if you're on Facebook and you don't really like Facebook, just make a fake profile and hang out with us. If you're on Facebook and you think, you want to be a part of this creative thing, don't be afraid. Post up some creative stuff. Let people have fun with it and talk about your games and take pictures of your friends and when you're gaming, and because we are all about gaming and creativity and fun. That's what we're about. And we love people posting up things that make us laugh. We love posting up things that make us go, wow, those kinds of things. And some people post science things, like Christina and Jim often post really interesting bugs and creatures and science. I love that stuff, right? It's all this inspiration.
Yeah, but have you seen the snails?
If you haven't seen a snail,
Far
congratulations.
too many, Joe. Far too many. And for those of you who don't know anything about the snails, yes, it is a running thing. Yes, it's a running thing. So
Hats and snails.
I guess that's all we got. Yes?
Okay. Thank you all so much for joining us.
Joe, you want to get the line?
And may all your adventures be sticky.
Ha ha!